The question on everybody's mind is, where will LeBron be playing next season?
The first time in 23 years, a team that has LeBron James on it, the main focus of the team is not LeBron.
If LeBron James wants to put himself in a championship situation, then there has to be another opportunity out there that he needs to look for.
It feels like the last dance.
So the other day I dropped a video called "The Lakers' DeAndre Ayton Plan is Insane." And if you haven't seen it, trust me, it's worth your time. But the comment section on that video got spicy. One subscriber went in saying, "I will be happy when the Lakers finally move on from LeBron. He's always just about himself, always. It's toxic in any industry. Let's see what happens with DA. He's the best guy we could have gotten at the price we got him. Would trade LeBron and Bronny James for Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody. No question. I don't know about swapping LeBron James and Bronny for Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody. That honestly feels like one of those strange deals that somehow leaves both teams worse off. But I respect the boldness behind the idea. Sometimes you reach a point where change isn't just welcome, it's necessary. And that's exactly where it feels like the Lakers are right now with LeBron. Both parties look exhausted, but Lakers fans, they're downright fed up. In fact, that's exactly what I replied to this comment with. I said that I think that most Lakers fans have had enough of the LeBron experience. I said this because even those fans who have appreciated what LeBron James has brought to the team have to be tired of this constant news cycle that's always clouding whatever the Lakers are doing. But the thing was that this news cycle was something that the Lakers sort of had to accept in the past if they wanted to keep LeBron. After all, even beyond his prime, LeBron still remained among basketball's elite. And let's not overlook the fact that this man brought LA a championship. In October of 2020, LeBron James led the Lakers back to basketball's promised land, beating the Miami Heat in a hard-fought 6-game series. Alex Caruso might have recently joked that the Lakers' bubble championship was a fake ring, now that he's got a real one. But Los Angeles not only returning, but shining on the biggest stage was a big deal. But now, the Lakers have a shiny new superstar to build around, Luca Doncic. Right now, Luca is way better than LeBron, and he's over a decade younger. Thanks to his global appeal and the hype that he built dominating Europe's biggest stage at Real Madrid before arriving stateside as a teenage phenom, Luca just isn't some basketball star. He's a worldwide megastar. The Lakers haven't exactly been subtle this offseason. Their megastar Luca Doncic is the new sheriff in town. And that's bad news for LeBron James. The man famously known as Le GM now finds himself reduced to the status of an ordinary role player when it comes to LA's plans. His legendary status is fading fast under LA's new regime. We might truly be watching the end of LeBron's reign in Hollywood. But if you're enjoying the content, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. It might all seem small, but it genuinely powers the growth of this channel and helps us to keep pumping out content. In June, the speculation of LeBron James graciously taking a pay cut was swiftly silenced when it was revealed that he'd instead be cashing in on that hefty $52.6 million player option for the 25-26 season. Rich Paul, LeBron's longtime agent, followed this news up with a message to ESPN.
LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance at winning it all. We're very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie and Rob, and consider the Lakers a critical part of his career.
We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that and are supportive and want what's best for him. This sounded more like an ultimatum than a casual statement. I initially wanted to wave this off as just another classic case of LeBron applying pressure in LA, but something about the intensity of Paul's words hit differently this time around. Maybe it was the aggressive tone from LeBron's camp, or maybe it was the highly combustible ingredient tossed into this volatile mix, the arrival of Luca Doncic. This statement made shockwaves around the league, leaving teams like the Warriors suddenly thinking, hold on a second, if LeBron's really on the table, maybe we should throw our hat back into the ring. And if the reports are legit, you can go ahead and add the Mavericks, Clippers, and Cavaliers to the growing list of teams that have hit up Rich Paul about a possible LeBron trade. There are plenty of desperate teams out there. Some are chasing a ring, and others are just chasing ticket sales. Not everyone's trying to win. Some just want a packed house and a few viral moments. But it isn't just other teams who've noticed the shaky ground beneath LeBron's feet. Remember in a recent video, we touched on Brook Lopez's hesitation to commit to LA, largely because he had no clue what LeBron's next move would be. You can't blame LeBron for feeling uncertain about his future, especially when the Lakers have been quietly pulling back from the LeBron-centric universe that they've lived in for years. So let's dive into some of these not-so-subtle signals that the Lakers have been sending King James lately.
I can't emphasize what I'm about to say enough. The number one most important thing for the Lakers this offseason is getting Luca Doncic. This offseason is not about LeBron for the Lakers, it is about Luca.
First off, when the Lakers made the blockbuster move to bring in Luca Doncic, they didn't care to give LeBron a significant heads up. Just days after Luca landed in LA, the Lakers aggressively pursued a franchise center, something that Bron and AD spent years practically begging for with minimal response. Next, the Buss family agreed to sell their majority stake in the franchise to Mark Walter on June 18th. You know who was given a heads up? Luca and not LeBron. After this news went public, it was said that LeBron James was notified of the sale via his representation. But unlike Luca, he didn't post any public acknowledgement. At least that's what ESPN published. Because it actually came out via the people that published this story that this part was cap. But to cap off this article, Ramona Shelburne alluded to us staring down the end of LeBron's time as a Laker. She said this: the Lakers had already made their statement in not offering James a contract beyond this season. It was abundantly clear that the 21-time All-Star's time as the face of the franchise had, for the first time, a planned end date, even if James' record-setting NBA career did not yet. Whether the 25-26 season is to be James' final season in the NBA is up to him. But if he wanted the kind of Hollywood ending that only the Lakers can give legends of the game, the release date was set: spring 2026, Luca Doncic in, LeBron James out. I'm not Scooby-Doo or anything like that when it comes to solving mysteries. But the more I think about it, the more it feels like LeBron's little trip to the Cavs practice facility and that golf video in Cleveland where he's rocking a welcome home hat. I'm starting to think that wasn't just some casual stroll down memory lane. Nah, we are talking calculated moves here. He tried to say via his show The Shop that he was just supporting a friend who had recently launched a new media company called Homecoming. But even if that's true, that's a little too much of a coincidence for my liking. And you guys know me, I'm not really a guy who's big on coincidences. I need to see if LeBron's put any money into his friend's company because, as ESPN quoted from a source who knows LeBron well, nothing LeBron does is a coincidence. The Cavs reunion sounds good, but let's not forget that LeBron's been dropping retirement hints left and right. At 40 years old, 41 this December, hanging it up isn't exactly out of the question. And the Lakers, they can spin this whole thing as future-proofing all they want. But I've got to ask, even though it's smart to not make panic moves that wreck the franchise like the Russell Westbrook trade, wouldn't building a roster that's ready to win right now also make sense? It's not like the Lakers just got Cooper Flag. Luca Doncic is 26 years old. I'm not saying he's old, but at 26, he's entering the prime of his career, and despite his sensational offseason, we never know what the future holds. I've said this a lot, but also, if I'm the Lakers, I'd be careful about letting LeBron leave on shaky terms. Luca has a front row seat to all of this drama. His scars from Dallas haven't fully healed. If anyone in the league is watching closely to see how his superstar teammates get treated, it's Luca himself. That's why I fully expect that we'll see some sort of damage control from the Lakers, because all Luca really has to say is, treat LeBron right, or I'm declining my 2026 player option, and suddenly everything is in jeopardy. But since Luca has been so involved with everything, maybe everything that's happening right now is okay with him. If that's the case, it would be crazy to see LeBron on the other side of the situation that he's put a lot of players in. It is a cold world out there, man. LeBron, I'm not even mad at you for not instantly reaching out to Ayton when you found out that he was going to be a Laker. When Ayton was asked if he had heard from Bron or Luca after he became a Laker, he said no, not yet in reference to Bron, but that he definitely got a text from Luca, but understands how the offseason goes and how Bron could have been busy doing other things. I did a bit of paraphrasing there, but that's basically how that exchange went. The timing of Ayton revealing this was pretty funny, because literally a day after Ayton said that he hadn't heard from LeBron, LeBron's out in Puerto Rico turning up with Bad Bunny like it's a music video. I'm sick though. That should have been me at that concert next to Benito, not LeBron. Bron's Spanish probably isn't even that good. I know Bron was going crazy on Duolingo that night. I actually have no idea how good or bad that Bron's Spanish is. I just wanted to reveal that mine is pretty decent, and I'm proud of that. Fresh off of partying with Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico, Bron popped up courtside at the Lakers Pelicans Summer League game, and he gave us some real insight into where things stand between him and the Lakers.
Now, I asked LeBron just before tip-off if he'd like to join the broadcast to discuss everything, and he told me, quote, "I ain't got nothing to talk about." Guys.
Bron's agent Rich Paul has been playing it cool, insisting that no trade request has been made yet.
There's so many voices in today's game and around today's game and media and things like that, and everyone has a job to do. For us, hey, let those people do their job. It's not for us to rebuttal or to try to give clarity on what's said, what's not said. That's not the focus. Focus is, hey man, enjoy your summer.
But if you've been paying attention, this is far from a stable situation. There's definitely something deeper at play here, and the second it drops, you know that we'll be breaking it down. So hit subscribe, turn on those notifications, and stay locked in, because trust me, you won't want to miss it. Anyways, there's some more going on in the basketball world that we have to be covering. So clicking one of the videos that's on the screen right now is a great way to support this channel. I'm GetLikeCoop, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.